Hello everybody. In this presentation, I would like to talk about a very important subject, which is at the heart of the theory of constraints methodology and managerial approach. How to avoid the trap of functional implementation. How to make sure that the local actions we're taking in our function, be it production or sales or engineering or logistic or marketing, how do we make sure that the local actions and improvement initiatives that we're taking in order to deal with problems we have in our function will really translate to bottom line results for the entire business, will really improve the performance of the entire company or organization. You see, system thinking is not something new. It's very popular today, and I think every manager will agree that if you want to achieve substantial improvement for the business as a whole, you have to embrace a system thinking, a system view. You have to understand the interactions between the different elements of the system, the different functions in the system. You need to understand the overall objective of the system. You need to understand what constrains this system, to take into account these constraints. This is very, very popular. However, even though everybody believes in it, when we look at the managerial approach of many companies, they are really local in nature. Every function deals with its own problems on their own merit from the function point of view. Production will deal with the problems in production, and sales will deal with the problem in sales, and logistics will deal with the problem in logistics, and so on. And this local view, this functional approach, many times leads to a trap. We're very busy. We're trying to deal with problems we have. We think we're making progress, but at the end of the day, despite of all of our efforts, the performance of the business as a whole, which is what we really need to go after, is not improved. Because many times the problems we have in our function are symptoms of a much rooted cause. And until we deal with this rooted cause, which is not necessarily in our function, it could be a cause that involves different functions of the business. Until we deal with it, any solution we put in place will be temporary or partial. And many times when we take actions and really solve the problems we have in our function, even if we are successful, if we don't have a system view, these solutions that solve the problems we have in our function will translate, will have implications to a herd of problems in other parts of the system. And these problems will prevent the entire system from improving as a whole. So we have to embrace a system view, a system thinking, and nevertheless, we fall very often to this trap of functional implementation. And in this presentation, we'll first understand what do I mean when I say functional implementation? Why is it a trap? Why do we continue and fall into this trap? And then in the latter part of the presentation, I will show you the overall solution, the ultimate solution, if you wish, that TOC provides to managers of companies in order to avoid this trap, and also some tips that you can take tomorrow morning and start applying in order to avoid this trap. So let us begin, and I will start from the basic. In the last year that my father lived, 2011, he said that actually, yes, in every business have different constraints, and it could be in production or logistics or marketing or sales, and it could be some policies or measurements, but the ultimate constraint is not cash, and it's not a machine, and it's not demand. The ultimate constraint of any business is us. It's management attention. It's our ability to get results dealing with complexity, uncertainty, and the conflicting requirements that we need to balance and to juggle. And it's very important to understand what is wasting this constraint. What is wasting management attention? Okay, because functional implementation, or the trap of functional implementation, is one of the major sources of management attention waste, of wasting this critical resource, because it leads us to be very, very busy and take mammoth efforts without improving the system. In the book, The Goal, my father already shared one of the main aspects of this problem. Already shares one of the major reasons why we waste management attention. And he actually says that this is a result of a very good intention, because people are good. But because of a habit which actually is very, very good, we are falling into this trap. He said that